So for those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim Renshaw and I started the Smoothie Club last year. We're a monthly group that meets, and this month we have two smoothie clubs, which is pretty exciting. It's the first time that we've grown to the point where we need to have one after the next 2 nights in a row. So it's an opportunity for you guys to network, meet each other, and to not feel alone in your quest for health, to feel like you're one of many that want to make themselves healthier and well. And each month we choose a topic. So I'm just the facilitator. I'm just here to make sure that everything works well, but I do have a background in selling health products. So I have Chemithgon hemp seed oil, for those of you who don't know. And yeah, I like to talk about my products and talk about philosophy around food and talk about being well. So I have a blog and stuff as well. But the Smoothie Club is my absolute passion because it's so real. We just cut through all the marketing bullshit and talk about the real issues and issues that we face. And so if anybody wants to suggest a topic or wants to present as well, you're more than welcome to schedule a topic throughout the year. So, fermented foods. I have not actually got a lot of experience in this area, so that's why I didn't feel comfortable taking a workshop myself. I went to a workshop or a talk with Sally Fallon-Morell, who you guys may or may not have heard from the Western A Price system, which is all based around gut health and fermented foods, maybe 2 years ago, and I really enjoyed that as well, but I didn't feel confident putting things like liver into my diet, so I didn't actually take it that far. And I haven't done kombucha and sauerkraut and stuff at home, but I love to buy them. So we're going to have a taster later on, but to give you an idea just on costs, this was $13.50 at Wild Earth, and the whole town's out of kimchi. So I got this from the chiropractor who sells it, and this is $17 for a jar of kimchi, and I think Nicola's going to teach us that it probably costs about $5 to make, $4, $3 or something like that. So, and this stuff I swear by, I eat it all the time. So I think we're going to save a lot of money tonight. Yeah, so I thought it was a great opportunity, and I talked to a couple of people about who we might get to teach the workshop, and somebody pointed me in the direction of Nicola, and I went onto her website and had a look and just thought it was awesome and thought she knows her stuff, rang her up and asked her if she would like to come and talk to us all, and she very kindly said yes. So she's going to talk to you about what she does, but I personally think that it's really awesome to have an online gym system like that, and if I was going to do it, I would probably follow that as well. So I think it's cool, that community, and definitely having the diversity of things that you're interested in. So yeah, so without further ado, I will invite Nicola up to talk, and we are filming tonight, so we will have the video available for people who couldn't make it, people who weren't feeling well. Yeah, so enjoy. We're gonna totally fine.
So the filming is also for like my online gym members as well, so I think there's a few of you guys here too. So I'm Nicola Reilly, and I run an online gym. So I'm a personal trainer, nutrition and lifestyle coach, and the reason I started this whole online gym and the whole online gym community was because there wasn't enough information out there, wasn't enough information out there about how to get healthy and how to get healthy the right way. Like, there's plenty of different theories out there of, you know, what's right and what's wrong. And I started personal training straight out of university, so I did my physical education degree and sports science degree, and personal trained out of Les Mills for 7 years and just did one-on-one training with people and completely burnt myself out, completely overtrained, got exhausted, got adrenal fatigue, leaky gut, hormonal imbalances, everything like that. So then I tried to fix myself, tried to find energy again, and that didn't kind of happen, and then I kind of got skin allergies and my face all flared up, and so that's when I went on the quest to try and find how to get real health and how to get healthy from the inside out and build energy from the inside out. And so that's what foreverfit.tv is all about, is giving you information on how you can achieve like real health and building it through real food. And I guess that's my philosophy, is real food and getting yourself as clean and as nutrient dense food as possible. And so what I also discovered with getting in control of a healthy gut is that it's very expensive to get healthy as well. So as you know, like Ben would know, when I came home from the organic store, I'd have quite a lot of kimchi. The bill would be really expensive. So and things like probiotics as well is very expensive, and getting those kind of things. So I thought I'd start with just explaining as well why we need to get a healthy gut and what happens when you don't get a healthy gut. So you've got your whole digestive system, and inside your digestive system you've got these tentacle-like villi. So imagine like octopus tentacle villi. And so this is your whole inside your digestive tract, and on the top of every villi is these little micro hairs. And inside the micro hairs is where digestive enzymes are produced, and the different enzymes, things like lactase that help break down milk, they're all produced in these hairs. And then you've got this complete mucosal lining that is inside your digestive system as well. And the way to explain that is dogs have a fantastic mucosal lining. They can eat rotten food and they don't get sick. We tend to have a very destroyed mucosal lining and very destroyed kind of these microvilli. And when we throw things like antibiotics and pills and potions and junk food and sugar, these little hair-like enzymes, the little hair-like villi start to disappear, and so to do the blunting of your microvilli. And so by making sure you are getting good quality bacteria into your gut, so probiotics aren't just about bacteria. Probiotics actually help to rebuild and bring down inflammation of your microvilli. So if we've all had scarfy days in Dunedin, or we've had we've had medicines, we've had those kind of things. So over time there would have been some damage to your gut. And so what you're trying to do is you're thinking of creating a healthy gut all of the time. So you're trying to make sure that this is a beautiful environment for digestive enzymes to be produced, for food to be able to absorb. Because as soon as these become blunt, you're not able to absorb nutrients from your food. And so no matter how much food you put into your body, you're only as healthy as you're able to digest and absorb. So if you're putting in supplements and vitamins, they're very expensive and they're coming straight out of you. So when it comes to making sure you're getting yourself really healthy, it always has to start with making sure you've got a healthy gut, because there's no point just taking a pill for energy or a pill for a vitamin if you haven't got a healthy gut. And to build that healthy gut, you're making sure you're getting really good quality bacteria in there. And so where probiotics come in is that there's different, you may have gone hunting for some good quality probiotics out in the market, and there's different strands of them out there and different brands. And so a typical brand might be around 1 million sort of bacterial count. A really good brand might be around 10 billion to 15 billion count. A really good quality probiotic that I've used, I get in from the States, and that's a soil-based organism probiotic, and it's about 15 billion count of bacteria. And you can get different types of probiotics as well. When you get fermented foods and it's fermented properly, it's about 15 trillion. Pretty cool, eh? So getting real food is going to help rebuild and get your bacteria going much faster, and it's a whole lot cheaper as well. So not only that, when you're getting fermented foods into you, you're condensing the nutrition inside them. So we all know that like vegetables and real live food is good for us. Like you don't have to look far to know that a raw food is amazing. But sometimes raw food in a digestive system that's not absorbing properly, it doesn't have the digestive enzymes to be able to break down a cabbage leaf, and it can't actually absorb that beautiful kale, and it can't actually do things. And so when you crush, when we go through and we do this fermented food, you'll see that we're crushing the foods and we are releasing digestive enzymes out of the foods, and so we're starting the digestive process. So we're condensing all of this nutrition into this food, and then we let it sit on the bench and it ferments. So not only are we increasing the amount of nutrition in this one meal, we're increasing the amount of like good quality bacteria. So it's all this incredible food to make your gut really healthy. Sounds pretty cool, eh? Are you sold on fermented foods? So there's different, if you've never heard of fermented foods before, it's not something that's new. It's very old. Captain Cook took sauerkraut onto his ships because it's loaded full of vitamin C, and sauerkraut prevented scurvy. There's fermented wine is a fermented food. We all know wine. Beer's fermented. Yogurt is fermented food. Things like salami is a fermented food. And then there's all your sauerkrauts, chimchees, kombucha, and there's loads of different fermented foods out in different cultures. And so what the most popular for me and the easiest to make and what I discovered were your kimchi, your sauerkraut and your kombucha, and they're the ones that I've found to be the easiest to bring into my life, and just to be able to replace those probiotics, because the probiotics get really expensive. And so so over time it can be hard to suddenly think of how can I bring this weird food source into my life, but you'll discover it's really quite a simple process to make. So
cool time to just do quick hands up on, does anyone ferment at home either kombucha, kimchi or sauerkraut currently? 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, awesome. Has anyone tried sauerkraut before? Like this and this one here. Has anyone tried kimchi? And do people like them? No? Cool. And I'll just tell you a quick funny story. That the other day I had some kimchi on my eggs at home, and my family were there, and Dad walked in the room and he's like, "Oh, someone's done a bad smell." And I'm like, no, Dad, that's my kimchi. And he's like, "You wouldn't eat that." And I'm like, "It's delicious, you should try some." And he's like, "Oh, you went outside, we had to stand outside." It's really funny, but I'm going to hand around some kimchi on a plate, and also some sauerkraut, so it's going to stink, but so you guys have the opportunity to taste whilst Nikki...
I've never actually noticed that it stunk. I don't know if that's... I've just...
Come on, it definitely smells.
I don't think it's a bad smell though, personally. but that's the thing, is like, when you sort of, I guess you get rid of, sugar out of your diet, your taste buds change a lot, so it's one of those things when people haven't tried it will smell quite funny. And the other thing, like kombucha, is quite funny. My partner Ben, who's filming at the back there, his father's actually got into making beer, and so when we go around to their house, we offer beer, and I'm like, no thank you. When they come around to our place, it's like some kombucha. It's not quite the appropriate swap, but they have been drinking it, and it's one of those things that, it can seem a little bit weird, and if you're not sort of into trying it, it can taste a little bit funny. But I've, ever since tasting like kombucha and all of these things, they've tasted incredible to me. And
I just love it. I think I'm just going to give you a fork, and if you want some, I'll just put it on your hand.
Yeah.
So I don't have fork to everyone, but it's just like delicious.
Yeah,
it's quite spicy.
It's very addictive too, especially this one from when you buy it. It's very. Yeah.